guys, what's up? Welcome to Emlyn in the Mix. We're going to be looking at some cool stuff in the studio tonight. I'm actually just about to go do some work. I got to take some photos and videos for my dad's business. That's what I'm doing at the moment to make some money to keep going. Yeah, I've been working on a new SoundCloud page, and it features all my production music that you can use for your videos, for your vlogs, for your movies, independent movies, commercials. This is really hard reversing and talking at the same time and holding the camera, especially my driveway, it's super narrow. Yeah, so check that out. It's simply soundcloud.com/Emlyn Music, and I'm going to be posting all my sort of production music up to that. You guys can use the music whenever you like. Just make sure you credit me, follow the prompts in the description, and we're all good to go. Alright guys, I'm gonna go and I'll meet you in the studio later. Yo guys, welcome to Emlyn in the Mix. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Got the headphones in, just gotta do a quick sound check. Oh, the last video I made, which I'm gonna do for you tonight, was on the Egoist, but I couldn't use any of the footage because for some reason my computer is turning out, it's weird actually, my computer seems to be turning out good audio, but it's like out of Ableton Live it's coming out too hot, so I might need to just check the master and see what's going on. But it's kind of weird because I don't know, it seemed like only that track that I had the Egoist on that was a bit crazy. Do it like this. What's up, motherfucker? Yeah, what? We're gonna do it like this. Gonna do it like this. What? So what I wanted to show you tonight is just a really cool little plugin. I'm making a really quick video. Just a really cool plugin that I use just for a little bit of inspiration. It's a sequencer type plugin, and it has 3 different elements to it. Actually, it's got 4 different elements to it. It's got your slicer, which is basically a sampler that can detect, much like Ableton's sampler or simpler, can detect the different cue points for the sample to have them across the keys. But what this does is it does, rather than having it across the keys, it slices up different samples to be played at different intervals. I'll show you that in a sec. The other section it's got is a bass section. I'll just change it here so you can see bass and beats. So you got your bass on the left and your beats on the right. And then you've got your step sequencer down below. I'll show you that in a sec. You can just sort of add different parts and beats to it. It's pretty cool. And then you've got an effects section, which is very cool. And then your effects are awesome. I don't know if you've ever heard Sugarbytes effects, but Sugarbytes, I think, make some of the funnest and really creative effects. Very easy to use, very intuitive. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this tonight because I think it's a cool little plugin. There's probably a bunch of videos on Egoist online. Definitely check out the Sugar Bytes YouTube channel because I'm sure they've got some really cool videos on that. But let's get straight into it and I'll just sort of show you how it works. So this first sort of beat here, I've just got one of the preset sliced samples in there. And I'll just sort of play it back for you. It's really cool. Alright, so that's basically, you've got the slicer, the sample, which is playing at different intervals. If we have a look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically, that's the different intervals where the sample's going to be played. Now, I can move the arrangement around, will actually change the slicer. If we change it down here to pattern mode, okay, so what pattern mode means is it won't sequence like a song. That was like a whole, wasn't a song, but it was a whole sequence of different patterns. If we just keep it in the first pattern here, and if I get grab, for example, I grab number 2, and I pop number 2, oh actually before I do that, I put the 2 back. So this is how it sounds now, okay? Alright, so it sounds like that. So I can change the placement of where it gets sliced in the timing. So let's put 2 up here. May or may not hear a difference here. Maybe we'll do a few so we can hear it. So let's grab 4 and put 4 up here and just see if it sounds much different. We'll see, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so I've messed with it a little bit. Also, the decay on the slice is quite kind of long, so it was overlaying some of the other slices. I'll just play it back. Let's have a listen. Yeah, you got a few slices going over each other there. It's not quite a good idea. But anyway, as you can see, you can really muck around and have a bit of fun. You could even put like number 5 here. Chuck a few things around. And in fact, if we just shorten the length, see how you got the length here? Hopefully this should stop the overlaying of the slicing. I'm pretty sure that's what that does. Let's play that back. Yeah, we're in that real staccato. Very fun indeed. Now I want to show you the really cool thing about this plugin is that I can actually grab a sample of my own and I can put it in the slicer. The slicer will detect different slices, the sampler, sorry, or slicer as it's called here in Egoist. So let's do that. Let's grab a sample. We're going to my sample packs here. I've got a bunch of sample packs here. Let's just choose one at random. We'll try Liquid Grooves. And I kind of want to try and go for something that's a loop, not just beats if we can avoid it. Let's have a listen. Yeah, so we'll try and avoid that. I think these are all beats in Liquid Grooves actually. Alright, cool. Alright, here we go. We've found a very basic, sort of like a band playing with a bit of drums in the back, a bit of guitar. Let's load that into a slicer and let's just see what happens. It might be a bit crazy, but let's just try it out. So you can literally just drag. This is pretty cool. You can just drag it and you can drop it. Slicer has detected already where it thinks it should slice. And hopefully this sounds kind of cool. It might sound pretty trippy, but let's have a look. It's not bad. One thing I'll do here is I'll turn the bass and the beats off and we'll see what happens here. Oh, it's pretty freaking crazy. Probably not the best move to use with the drums as well. So let's just we'll go through the samples. We'll see if we can just find like maybe some guitar or a piano or a synth or something because they slice up really nicely. Alright, so this time I've found, this is going to be pretty random, but I found a bunch of different samples of organs and pianos. It might sound really messed up because they're all in different keys, I think. So let's just play this back, have a listen. Here we go. Actually, it's not too bad. Shorten the length. I'll introduce the beats back. So you can get some pretty interesting stuff on the fly with this. I really enjoy it actually. I haven't even gotten into like, there's another freaking 99% of stuff that we have not discovered so far. Well, that's the slicer. That's a very basic look at the slicer. You could probably see there while I was playing those, the slicer back, you can actually change the sensitivity is obviously where the slice points will be, and by me mucking around with that you could hear it was getting different sort of slicing action. I'll just play it back and show you that. So yeah, by changing the sensitivity, we're getting different, you know, slice cue points and that sort of thing, which is very cool. All right, so what I want to show you now is the beat section. It's very, very simple, the beat sequencer. You've got your hi-hats up the top here, you got your snare and your bass drum down here, and you can basically create your own beat. So I'll just play that back now. I'll just change the beat up a bit so you can see how that goes. just made a bit more of a 16th sort of dancey, housey beat, which was already sort of a housey beat. So it was a 4 to the floor beat. Just popped in some hi-hats a bit more to give it that 16th vibe, which I really love. So let's jump over to the effects section. Actually, if you just look up here, you've got your control of your slicer, your bass, and your beat. I've got the bass off at the moment. But see this button here, this I was playing with it before, is your effects section. So you can turn the effects essentially on or off, and that will that'll indicate where the effects are being routed to. At this stage, we have the effects already on the slicer, so that's all hooked up there. There's effects on the bass. We haven't got the bass on, so that doesn't really matter. Let's leave that on for now. And I've turned the effects off the beat because I want to keep the beat pretty straight. So we'll jump into the effects section. Now this is where it gets really fun. So we can just basically muck around with this. Yeah, so you got this little sequencer down the bottom here, which is pretty cool. And you'll see as I press the playback, the playhead goes through that sequencer, and then we can activate different effects to the slicer, which it is routed to right now. So I'll play that back for you and we can have a listen to that. Alright, so you can see how simple it is to apply the effects. Very fun indeed. And guys, just lastly, the fourth section I wanted to show you. I haven't really gone over the bass section, but it's very much like the beats where you can sequence it in the sequencer there. I just wanted to show you the actual, this is the main sort of screen where you've got this robot, the actual Egoist robot here. And this is where you can really stuff around with the master effects and the timing and the clock and that sort of thing. So let's just show you what this can do. It's pretty crazy. Change the actual Anyway, as you can see, you can have quite a lot of fun with it, mucking around with some of the master effects like your pitch and your timing and that sort of thing. Really cool plugin, definitely check it out. It has got the goods for giving you or getting your creative juices flowing in the studio. Definitely worth a check out. I love it, it's inspirational for me. I've used it in a few tracks so far, and it's been really handy. And actually, the beat section is actually, it's pretty reputable actually. Like it, you know, it sounds pretty good. Like the beats actually sound pretty good. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Definitely subscribe to the channel and like the video if I've helped you out in some way. Alright, peace out. Boom.